COVID-19 vaccine have magnet. COVID-19 vaccines do not contain any metallic ingredients, nor do they contain microchips. Experts say such devices would be impossible to secretly deliver via vaccine injections using existing technology. Dr. Keith Chappell, a molecular virologist and affiliate academic at the Australian Institute for Bioengineering and Nanotechnology, told AAP FactCheck in an email that COVID-19 vaccines do not, and could not, contain injectable microchips or any device with tracking capacity. Dr. Chappell said the standard needle type used for vaccinations was a 25-gauge needle, which had an internal dimension of 0.3 millimeters. The microchip would need to be a fraction of this to stop it from getting clogged. I don't think this is possible considering it would also need to involve a transmitter, he said. The specifications for various 25-gauge needles show most have internal diameters of less than 0.3 millimeters, see examples here, and here. Murdoch University professor of immunology Cassandra Berry told AAP FactCheck that in order for a microchip to pass through a syringe needle easily it would need to be smaller than 10 microns, or 10 one-thousandths of a millimeter. In comparison, the smallest current generation microchips that have been developed are around 0.25 millimeters in size. Microchip tags can be used to store information that is then communicated to a nearby reader. False claims around COVID-19 vaccines containing microchips have circulated since early in the pandemic, before inoculations to combat the disease were available. Many of the baseless suggestions were tied to billionaire Bill Gates after he mentioned the idea of digital certificates to identify people already tested for COVID-19. These microchip claims have been widely debunked, for example here and here. Public health experts at Mead and Health Desk point out that injecting microchips into people as part of vaccinations would not be a practical tracking method due to technical and cost constraints, not to mention better alternatives for tracking and surveillance, like mobile phones, already being readily available. Authorities such as Australia's Department of Health and the US Centers for Disease Control and Surveillance have also clarified that COVID-19 vaccines contain no microchips, software or tracking capabilities. Dr. Chappell said he believed the microchip suggestion was invented and spread by people who enjoyed misleading the gullible for amusement. On the claim that COVID-19 vaccines have magnetic properties, or cause recipients to become magnetic, Professor Berry said neither the Pfizer nor AstraZeneca vaccines, both of which have been approved for use in Australia, contain any metallic ingredients. The composition of the vaccines varies amongst the different types, but none have magnetic particles/particulates in order to track people, she said in an email. The AstraZeneca vaccine contents just contain particles of recombinant adenovirus CH-ADOX1 and saline solution, and the Pfizer vaccine contains mRNA in a saline solution. Documents on the vaccines published by the Therapeutic Goods Administration, TGA, show there are no metallic ingredients contained in either vaccine, here and here. Queensland Health explains the chemical ingredients as falling under several broad subcategories. The Pfizer vaccine contains lipids, fats, salts and sugar in addition to the mRNA, while the AstraZeneca vaccine contains emulsifiers, preservatives, amino acids, sugar and salt in addition to the modified adenovirus. Mead and Health Desk experts note a substantial amount of metal would be needed in a vaccine in order for it to attract a magnet, and this quantity far exceeds any amount that could possibly be present in a single vaccine dose. Similar claims that COVID-19 vaccines contain microchips and can make recipients magnetic have been repeatedly debunked, see here, and here, while AAP FactCheck has also previously disproved suggestions vaccines are being used as a Trojan horse to implant tracking microchips in people.